Right. So now, why are you a Trump supporter?
You see, like, I feel like, honestly, I got that stimmy the first round, and I was thinking I was going to get a second stimmy, but it didn't work out that way.
Yeah, you did. You did get a second stimmy under Biden.
I did, for real?
Wait, no, you didn't, because you were a kid. Liar. Moving on to the next guest. Only up inside of the queue if you happen to be MAGA. By the way, Momo's not at my door, for everybody asking. She likes to sleep in my closet, because I just have like a little pile of like the dirty clothes in one of the corners. It's a very small, neat pile, by the way, but she likes to hop on top of that pile and sleep. So she's sleeping. It's not like she's like clawing at the door outside trying to come in. Hi, do you support Trump? Okay, Aaron's not here. Oh my God, bro. These people suck today, dude. Follow the rules. You got to be an American adult that's pro-Trump. Is Parker still alive, by the way, guys? Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do, Dean.
How old are you?
40.
Okay, 1 second. Wanna come co-host? I'm actually just gonna send Parker an invite to come co-host on mine. 40? All right. And you said that you support Trump. Do you mind if I just take a moment real quick to thank a handful of people?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. On Venmo, Trey, thank you so much for the $5.
Or do you think it's going to be like 3 minutes?
No, it'll just be a minute.
All right.
Trey with the 5 says, this is still on Momo. And Brooke, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate you. Tracy, thank you for the $5, who says, wanted to wish you a good day. Thank you so much, Tracy. And then Nolan and Jordan, thank you for the $5 and the $3. And then Richard, thank you for the $5 for a beer after the stream. Appreciate you so much for the love. Huge shout out to you, man. Quickly over on PayPal, thank you so much, Norma, for the $10. She says, I watch you every day. Today is my 61st birthday. Happy birthday, Norma. Let's get 500 Norma W's down below in that comment section. I hope that you have a great 61st birthday. Also, guys, if you do want to support me, you can find them in the pinned message over on the YT stream. Okay, you can also find them in the link tree in the bio, Venmo, PayPal. Y'all already know it, and the handle's also right there. Appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. Take it away, man. Tell us why the hell you support the very worst president of your life.
Well, because I didn't think Joe Biden was fit. I didn't think Kamala was fit. And I always thought Trump was a boss. Now, did you see right here the Wall Street? I believe it was the Wall Street Journal did an interview with 50 of Biden's administration, and they covered for him. Did you see that?
Well, I'm so sorry. Repeat.
The Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. What did they do?
Did an interview with 50 of Biden's administration, and they all said that they knew about his health decline when he first entered the Oval Office.
Okay.
And then they said that they had to hide that he was not really coherent. They had to reschedule meetings. His bedtime was 6 o'clock. That's in this post right here.
Well, I know his bedtime wasn't 6. That's a lie.
Well, maybe he stayed up later than his bedtime certain nights.
Okay, yeah, because I actually remember meeting him after 6 p.m. in the White House.
Yeah, totally understandable. So
wasn't asleep.
They made
he was
an
at a party.
exception.
He was partying.
Sure he had a boost.
Yeah, I got a party with Biden.
That doesn't sound good the way you just said that, but that's awesome.
Okay. Not anyways.
I'd rather party with Trump than Biden any day.
I completely agree that Biden definitely had some deteriorating health issues, 110%. I don't understand why this
would
makes
you
him support
agree
Trump as
Kamala
president.
Harris knew about those and lied about that too and hid it too?
Knew about them and hid them? Hid them in what sense?
The 50 people that were interviewed said
I think that Kamala Harris probably did like that politician thing where, like, when asked about it, kind of evaded the question a little bit because it definitely doesn't like promote like a strong image for the country to like be going over like the meticulous health problems of the president, given that the president can still effectively govern to a particular extent. And because I believe that Biden could effectively govern to a particular extent, there's just really no reason to, share like his like personal health struggles.
If they had to reschedule his appointments because he couldn't handle them, and they had to
they have to cancel them,
and they had to do all these different things to convince the public that he was okay to be our president.
Well, I mean, he was okay to be our president. America was so much better under Biden than it is under Trump today in consideration to
That's your
Biden's
opinion,
deteriorating
but I
mental
promise
health.
you there's
Thorough, thank you so much for the galaxy. That's not just my opinion, that's what the facts say. Every single macroeconomic trend was significantly better off a year and a half ago under Biden compared to where it's at today.
Yeah, but see,
All right,
the facts you're
110%.
getting are biased because I could be getting the same facts
Wait,
that
no,
prove
they're
that
not.
you're wrong.
Wait, no, they're not. Prove this wrong. I mean, every single macroeconomic variable is better off a year and a half ago. For example, an investment into American business was significantly higher under Biden than it started stagnating and going down under Trump, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Man, we had
Okay.
the highest inflation in 40 years under Biden. You're trying to act like that shit was great?
Okay, so you completely ignored everything that I just said to pivot to the inflation high caused by the pandemic, not caused by Biden. That's pretty bad faith of you.
Dean, you're not an AI
Did Biden
robot.
cause that inflation?
You're not an AI robot that just has to repeat the same shit every time.
Did Biden cause that inflation?
Why did he cut off oil
Can
with
you answer my
Russia?
question? Did Biden cause that inflation?
He helped it. Why did he cut off the oil
Wait,
with
how did he
Russia?
help it?
I just asked you. Why did he cut off the oil with Russia?
Oh, so those two things are related. Because of their invasion of Ukraine?
So they're mad at Ukraine, so they punished us by not purchasing their oil.
Well, see, the thing is I completely agree
How
with the
does that
sanctions
make
on
sense,
Russia.
Dean?
I agree with the sanctions on Russia, and so does Trump. Everyone but you, apparently. Clearly, we
Well,
should
now
be
you agree with
economically...
Trump.
Can I
So now
speak
you
for more than
agree
3
with-
words?
Because you said that you didn't agree with Trump on anything, and you just said you agreed with Trump on that.
I've never said that there's literally like 0 things ever that I've ever agreed with Trump on. I think that a broken clock is right twice a day, and this is one of those examples as it would relate to Trump. Now, I've been trying
Trump
to
was right
speak here,
this
but
time.
yeah, Trump was right about continuing the sanctions on Russia imposed by Biden. That's
But
a
he's not
bipartisan
right
agreement.
when he wants to do sanctions on other people. That sounds a little contradictory.
Well,
You know,
the way that in which it is
yourself
not
when you say
contradictory.
It's cool with one time, but it's not cool for the other.
Well, it's not contradictory because we had good reason to impose sanctions on all of Russia's oil, particularly the
Now,
fact
we had a
that they
good
were-
reason to put all these tariffs on everybody else too, because they
Can you
act
stop
like
interrupting me?
Oh, I apologize.
Do you understand that you've interrupted me every single time I've opened my mouth?
No, I haven't. I was just pointing out really important facts that you act like
Okay,
Kamala Harris would be
but
better
how about
president.
you do that when I'm done speaking? Like you understand that like it's a very like unpleasurable viewing experience,
Maybe
right?
for your side.
Like for the people watching at home, it's honestly just like annoying, right? Because like it doesn't allow me to finish my points, and it just kind of it's giving kind of you control over like the conversational flow. And if I start like making a response to one of your points that like you don't like because you know I'm right, then you just like interrupt me and then bring up something else. Like no one enjoys it, bruh. Okay,
No,
just let me
normally
finish
I do that when
speaking.
you're wrong,
I'll
'cause
do my best to let you finish speaking too. So now, anyways, the latest thing that you said is that it was bad for Biden to impose sanctions on buying Russian oil. Okay, economically sanctioning countries, okay, that are guilty of ethnic cleansing is for the most part, with limited exclusions like Israel, okay, a bipartisan agreement. That was not just merely a decision made by Biden, but it was also a decision made by the leader of every country in the EU, UN, and NATO, and a decision approved and upheld by Trump. Okay? Because we should not be economically supporting a country that is then using that money to fund an invasion, annexation, and ethnic cleansing of another country.
Okay, can I respond?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you feel you got that same energy for Iran then, right? Because they saw 30,000 of their protesters before this shit happened.
Yeah, so I don't think that we should be engaging in free and fair economic trade with the IRCG when they are then using that money to turn around and like kill 30,000 people.
Okay, do you know Trump had a peace accord, and how many countries around Iran entered the peace accord
The
with Trump?
IRGC, sorry.
So how many countries entered the peace accord with Trump?
Well, I mean, one of the countries that didn't enter into the peace accord was Palestine, which actually led to more conflict in that region as well. But now you
So
continue to
Palestine
pivot
didn't-
because you're using this to pivot into geopolitical peace agreements
No,
and
I wasn't
accords in the Middle
pivoting.
East. But remember, the way that we got here was by talking about macroeconomic indicators under Biden compared to Trump today. Like, just to like quickly refresh your memory, since it's obviously
Why are
that
you
of a goldfish. I'm not deflecting.
Why are
man.
you deflecting?
I'm
dude?
going to kick you if you interrupt me and accuse me of deflecting 5 more times. I'm really giving you some grace here. I'm trying to describe to you how I'm not deflecting. Let me describe to you how I'm not deflecting, okay?
Sure, even though you are, but go ahead.
The way in which I am not deflecting is because you made the point, Biden bad president, when I asked you why you support Trump.
No,
Then I
didn't say
responded to that by saying, Biden better than Trump. And then you said no. And then I was like, yes, Biden much better than Trump. Economy much better under Biden compared to Trump. Then I brought up like a bunch of like macroeconomic indicators like investment, GDP growth, unemployment, layoffs, bankruptcy, so on and so forth. And then you pivoted away from every single one of those macroeconomic indicators to saying that inflation was at a super high under Biden. And I was like, okay, first and foremost, you just pivoted. But then I was like, that was kind of caused by the pandemic. Okay. But then you tried to loosely argue that Biden was culpable for that high inflation by sanctioning Russian oil. So then I went on my explanation there about their ethnic cleansing of Ukraine that then justified the sanctions and how Trump agreed with them. Therefore, you can't really use this as a reason to like unilaterally blame Biden for more inflation. In fact, who you'd be blaming here is Russia, right? Okay. But then you pivoted to Iran to ask me the hypothetical question, would I support economic sanctions on Iran because of them killing protesters? And when I said yes, you then use that to open the door to talking about geopolitical peace agreements in the Middle East. But clearly a conversation about peace accords in the Middle East under Trump is no longer a conversation. Was the economy better under Biden or better under Trump today? So do you now clearly understand how you pivoted away from like the original point of discourse?
Because you're going to go try to quote some who are they? Professionals that most of them ended up all being wrong, and they admitted to being wrong, and you still won't quote them for admitting to being wrong that Trump's economy is doing amazing?
I'll actually just quote Trump's administration. Can I do that?
Why? What administration? Was it last term or this term?
This term.
So what part of his administration saying he's, oh, and thank you for all the gifts, guys. I just want to thank you. They might not be a lot, but I see them and I appreciate them. Thank you very much.
Grifter.
Dean, you're the one that invites people up and then has them wait 2 or 3 minutes to thank everybody. You guys do that shit on purpose.
Should I be interrupting you?
You could be thanking everybody the whole time you don't got anybody, but then you pull a Trump supporter up and think, that's a fucking grifter.
It doesn't matter if I pull you up before or after I thank the donors.
Yes, it does. You do it a certain way for a reason. You know psychologists, psychology. They do things for reasons to get reactions out of people.
Well, actually, yeah, there is a reason why I bring the Trump supporter up before I thank the donors, but it's not for a reaction or for more donations.
Yes, most definitely because, it is. You know it is. That's why you just said that.
It's because when I have somebody actively loaded into the live, more of the viewers understand that once I'm done thanking my donors, we'll hop in a debate, and then they're more likely to stay. I don't know why. They're more likely to stay, but they are.
To be honest with you, the more likely. You want to piss them off and get them frustrated on all the donations you get before you go into a debate with them. That's your tactic.
Wait, you'd hear me thank the donors even if you were in the queue, not on the stream, right?
So why don't you thank them before you are hurting to get a Trump supporter, and then you finally get one up there, and then you have to thank everybody?
Because there's no material difference. You wait just as long. You hear the same thing. What's the difference?
There is material difference.
What's the difference? Lady, anyway, thank you for the corgi. No, tell me. Can you tell me what the difference is? If you didn't have a reason, you wouldn't do it like that. I told you the reason is because people are less likely to leave when I'm thinking of my donors because they understand that there's a Trump supporter on the live.
They're less likely to leave when they're waiting to talk to you for how long, and then you accept them up, and then you make them wait even longer after you thank everybody. Anyway,
but if I think because if I thank the donors before I accepted you up, you'd just be waiting longer in the queue. Can you agree, right, that regardless if I thank the donors before I accept you from the queue or after I accept you from the queue, but before we debate, you wait the same amount of time?
Yeah, but the way I look at it,
so then what's the difference?
The way
Alaskan girl, thank you so much for the money, God. I appreciate you.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. If you could just pause for a sec.
Yeah, for sure, God.
So the difference
Deborah,
is,
thank you so much for the $15 donation on Venmo. Let's get 150 Deborah W's down below in that chat. Thank you so much, Deborah. Huge shout out to Deborah. Also, thank you so much, Trey, for the $5, and Skip, thank you so much for the $1. Quickly over on PayPal, Don, thank you so much for the $10. She says, young people like you and Parker give me hope for the future. Keep on doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for the love, Don. Let's get 100 Don W's down below in that chat, as well as Aiden, thank you so much for the $5. Jenny, thank you for the $5. Tessa, thank you for the $5. Isaiah, thank you so much for the $5. Huge shout out to you. Let's get 100 Isaiah W's. And then 400 Tyler W's down below in that chat for the $40 donation on PayPal. Tyler, that is literally so kind of you, bro. $40 goes a long way here. Show some love to Tyler down below in that chat for the massive $40 dono. Since you asked me so nicely about why you're getting sued, it's because he claimed that it's because I claimed to potentially give him $500+ because I thought it was a good cause, but when I figured out he was a scammer, I told him I wouldn't. Now he's threatening to sue me. Oh, well, yeah, if you didn't have a contractual agreement, it was just word of mouth. You don't know him jack shit. But thank you so much for the $40, Tyler. Show some love to Tyler down below in that comment section. And then Tay, thank you so much for the corgi. As well as thank you for the $5 over on Super Chat Brand. Appreciate you guys. If you want to support me, Linktree in the bio of the account, TikTok and Venmo. Appreciate you guys so much for the love. Go ahead.
okay, so anyway, I didn't even know Palestine didn't enter the peace accord, but so Palestine and Iran both did not do that. So, do you think they really wanted peace in the Middle East?
Barbara, thank you for the fireworks. You're breaking my neck with a pivot.
I know. That would happen in real life too, but it's all right.
You just threatened to break my neck? Jesus, dude.
No, I'm just
So
saying.
violent.
That would probably happen in real life.
So
Long
in
story
real
short,
life, you would break my
Dean,
neck.
why are you deflecting now? Just answer the question. Now,
Am I-
you know that Biden's administration
Wait, you
covered
just said
for
that you're
him.
going to break my neck. Like, God,
No, I
man,
did
calm
not.
down.
No, I did not. Now,
I think
now
that you
real
just
quick,
need to... Can you just
you
breathe?
defended that Kamala
Yo,
Harris.
just real quick, breathe.
I am breathing.
No, just take a breath.
Okay.
Can you please take a
There.
breath?
I just did.
Lucas, thank you for this one. Take another breath.
I took 3 breaths.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so
Carrie, thank you so much for the $100 donation over on Venmo. Oh my God. That is Carrie. Carrie, thank you so much for the love. That is legitimately insane. I'm so grateful for you. That is so much goddamn money. Thank you so much for the love, Carrie. I want to see 1,000 Carrie W's in all of the chats. Thank you so much for the support,
Dean
Carrie. That is
doesn't want to answer a
awesome.
question,
Carrie with a
he
$100
starts
says
thanking his
because it is
chat for the
St.
donation.
Patty's Day. Shout out to you. Shout out to St. Patty's Day. Thank you so much for the $100. Let's show some massive love to Carrie down below.
So Dean knows that Iran and Palestine didn't want to join the peace accord because they didn't want peace in the Middle East. Why do you think they didn't want peace in the Middle East?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Palestine rejected to join the peace accord? Give me a source for that.
That's what you just said, didn't you?
No. That they weren't included within the offer.
Oh, so they weren't included.
Right. Also, once again, this is a pivot away from the original
You don't
claim
think
that I made.
Iran was included in the offer? You don't think all the Middle East countries were included in the offer?
Yeah, I don't think that. But once
Well, they
again,
were.
this is
They
okay.
declined the offer.
I would love
Now,
for you to show me a
now-
source to that.
now
But once
Dean-
again, this is still yet a pivot away. I will happily have a conversation with you about this after we could finish the first point, which would be the case that the Trump administration is arguing that the economy is shit right now. Now, you said I'd only have biased sources that have already been proven wrong. No, I'm talking about Donald Trump's Bureau of Labor Statistics telling us that last year we had the most manufacturing bankruptcy since '08 and the worst annualized jobs report since '03, ignoring recessions. And last month we lost 92,000 jobs.
Yeah, and that was 4 years of Biden that rolled into 1 year of Trump.
Wait,
Blame
no, because
Trump.
the year before
Blame
in
Trump
2024
for
and
it all.
2023,
1 year in
we had
office.
great jobs, low bankruptcies, and
Do
great
I get to
investment.
respond
Those trends
before you
changed the
interrupt?
moment Trump walked in.
Because you know you're losing the debate, bro.
Yeah, obviously, right?
Kamala Harris knew Joe Biden wasn't fit, and you know
Pivot.
that too.
Pivot.
You're deflecting. Every time
that's what
you
just
bring
did.
people up here, you normally ask,
pivot.
would you vote for Kamala or would you
Pivot.
vote for Biden first?
No, that's what Trump does. Wait, sorry, that's what Parker does. Pivot. Do you want to respond to the
That's
point?
what you do, Dean. And
Okay,
that's
you're
what
still
you're
pivoting.
used to all the time. And it's not a
we're still
pivot.
pivoting.
It's you're defending the most corrupt government that we've had. Now, let me say one more thing.
What you're pivoting away from is the fact that you cannot argue the reason why we have so terrible macroeconomic outcomes under Trump is because
I
of
can
Biden.
too.
Okay, then how do you explain the fact that right before Donald Trump's inauguration, the macroeconomic trends were pointing upwards, and then after Donald Trump's inauguration, the macroeconomic trends then started to point downwards.
Because you were being lied to, just like his health.
Who was lying to us? Trump?
Who was in control over all of the fucking data? What was
Trump,
the new jobs
BLS appointee
report?
from his first term.
What was the new jobs report under Biden? Because
Wait. Let me answer that question. A Trump BLS appointee from his first term was in control of the data. Okay. But even after Donald Trump fired that BLS head because he accused them of being biased and then replaced them with a new crony, okay, they didn't revise any of the historical data under the Biden-Harris administration. You can't call that a lie, you jackass.
If it was historical data, they would have kept it. If it was a lie, they wouldn't have kept it. Come on, Dean, you know better than that, right?
Exactly. If it was
Why?
a lie, they wouldn't have kept it, yet they did keep it, which means it's not a lie. Pushed.
That's why it's not a lie.
Yes, because they kept the data. Pushed.
Okay, so I could give you something else that's another lie.
Oh,
You've been lied
pivot.
to so many times and you push
Pivot.
it. Pivot on what?
Push. You're pivoting away from the fact that all the macroeconomic trends were doing really good
Yeah, but you
right
said
until
it was
Donald Trump's
somebody that
inauguration
Trump
where they
fired
started
and
to
it
go
was in
bad, 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 bad.
2017.
No.
I said, who was it in this administration, this term?
No! Let me repeat the claim so you know what I'm saying. The head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics during the Biden-Harris administration was an appointee from Trump in his first term who was a Republican. They reported, under the Biden-Harris administration, great jobs reports for the last 2 years of the presidency. Great investment, too. Then Donald Trump fired them 7 months into his second administration because the jobs report were looking terrible and replaced them with a new MAGA crony, BLS said. But that MAGA crony, BLS said, did not revise/change any of the data from Donald Trump's second administration before that or from the Biden-Harris administration before that, meaning that none of that was lies. And by the way, they only continued to report the same negative trends of investment, GDP growth, and jobs report because just last month under this new head, we lost 92,000 jobs. You're clearly failing to track this conversation because you're low IQ.
No, not at all.
Now, if you need me to clarify on anything here, feel free to ask. But the point at which I'm trying to get across the line here is very simple. It's that the economy was doing great at the end of Biden's. Trump gets into office, things start looking down.
Dean, does Joe Biden own any businesses?
Pivot.
Idiot. We can't bring up any factual topics because Joe Biden, that doesn't own any businesses, had a better economy than Donald Trump. That has Trump Towers, golf courses. Mar-a-Lago makes $30 million a year just from concerts from
That claim
Mar-a-Lago.
that claim's true.
But Joe Biden had a better economy. And
Yeah.
he was hitting his health decline the whole time. And Kamala Harris knew about it.
Pivot.
Dude, you guys are
Pivot.
fucking clowns.
Pivot. Respond to the irrefutable argument I gave you to demonstrate that even according
I
to
just
Donald Trump's
did.
own Republican head of the BLS, okay, right, that things were better under Biden. And your response was to say that Biden wasn't a business owner, but Trump is? Okay, and still yet, the data
And
from
that person
Donald
is
Trump's
lying
BLS
to you
appointee-
because if somebody says that something-
Wait, so everyone is lying
Why
to us?
can't I respond, Dean,
Donald
before
Trump's
you
first
just cut me
BLS
off when
appointee
I
and
have
second
3 minutes
appointee are all lying to us?
'Cause you're
How do you know that
losing,
they're lying
Dean.
to us? How do you know that they're
You're
lying to us?
losing, dog.
How do you know that they're
'Cause
lying
they
to us?
lied to about his health condition.
Wait. Please point me to where the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics that we have today lied about Biden's health condition.
Well, I never fucking said they did.
Oh, so then how do you know that they were lying to us about the jobs reports, buddy? Push.
Because
Why? What's the evidence?
Because they had to make it look good for Biden. And
Wait, how do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that?
Called common knowledge.
Wait, common knowledge that a
you have any
pro-Trump
common
appointee
knowledge,
by
Dean,
Trump
without-
would make the data look bad for Trump?
Dean. yeah.
Wait. I just want to clarify. Are you arguing that it's common knowledge that a pro-Trump appointee made by Trump
Dean, do you
would
know
want
what a
to make it
rhino
look bad
is?
for Trump? How do you know that they're a rhino?
Well, obviously you know what that means.
Yeah. How do you know that they're a rhino?
If they were going against Trump, then they were.
Wait. So if anybody ever reports any data in which is not convenient for the Trump administration, it's not because the data is true, but rather because they don't like Trump?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it is true. Is it true that
Wait, so your sources just trust me, bro, right?
Walls got told on by
Wait,
30
don't
whistleblowers.
don't pivot. Your sources just trust me, bro, right?
30 whistleblowers told
Wait,
him.
no. Your source
that
that
true?
the head of the Bureau of
If
Labor
Trump is
Statistics
true, then
is just a rhino that wants to like publish like fake information about Trump is just trust me, bro, right?
How many rhinos did he
Whoa,
fight?
whoa. So your source that his new appointee to the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics after firing the old one is a rhino that just wants to report bad information about Trump is just a trust me, bro, right?
That's a very big possibility, yeah.
Okay, but there's no evidence for it, you delusional, crazy man.
Sure. What topic do you want to go to next?
You admit there's no evidence?
Dean, are you going to get excited for that? Because how many did you get roasted on?
Yeah, I'm going to get excited because you just conceded, jackass.
On one?
You
Did you concede where they hid Biden's health condition? You conceded on that. Did you concede where Kamala Harris knew that she hid Biden's health condition?
Define the word concession.
When you know you're wrong and you admit to it.
Oh, exactly. In order for me to concede about Biden possessing health conditions would necessitate that I first argue he did not have any health conditions.
You have.
And then after hearing your position, I argued that he did have health conditions. And that's also false. Yeah, one of like the, white boys for Harris was arguing that Biden was like perfectly fine and fit and perfect health. That wasn't me.
Yeah, that was you, dog.
No, give me evidence. Oh, wait. Is this going to be another trust me, bro?
No, they're all over the internet.
Give me evidence. Give me evidence. Give me evidence.
So we don't
give me evidence. No. Give me evidence.
The evidence is the clips of you saying it, dumb
fuck.
one.
Pull one up right now. Dumb fuck.
Oh, it'll take me a little bit longer than that because I'm not set up to do it.
To do it.
Okay, I will.
Do it.
Anybody fall?
Do it right now.
I'll light up.
Do it. No. Do it right now. On the spot.
Dean, Trump's the boss.
No evidence.
He's getting peace in the
no
Middle
evidence.
East.
Get fucked.
Cuba wants to fucking already
wait,
down on his knees.
Wait, concede again.
Dude, this shit is the gangsterist movie I'm watching right
conceding,
now.
Wait. No. Pivot. Don't pivot. Concede that your last claim was bullshit.
Rubio?
No. You're running away.
Right?
You're running away. Concede that your last claim was bullshit. Because you had no evidence for it.
It wasn't.
Wait, so what was your evidence?
Marco Rubio.
Wait. So then what was your evidence? Wait. If your claim was true, what's the evidence?
Dean.
No evidence, right?
So you
no evidence, right?
No evidence of you saying that anybody that watches your show knows you've said this. You're a liar.
No. Wait. Give me evidence for that claim.
How many people?
Wait. Give me evidence for the claim that anybody who's ever watched my show knows that prior to the election, I was saying that Biden was perfectly fine at 110%. Give me any evidence of that claim. It just seems like you're positing a bunch of like baseless speculation.
What did you say was wrong with them then?
Yeah, for sure. I said that he had deteriorating health.
Deteriorating health. No dementia, though. Just deteriorating health.
There's still no evidence of dementia. But anyways, yeah, that was a claim.
If you have to reschedule a meeting till the next day because you didn't know what's going on, that's clear signs of dementia.
Wait. How do you know that he had to reschedule the meeting to the next day specifically because he didn't know what was going on?
Because 50 of
Angelica,
his
thank you so much for the motorcycle.
Cabinet members snitched on him.
Okay, yeah, show me exactly where they said that.
How about you just pull it up? I had it in my thing.
Okay, so what is the title of the Washington Post article?
I'll pull it back up for you, Dean.
So what is the title of the Washington Post article?
Washington Post interviews 50, and I'm not sure if it was Washington Post or Wall Street Journal. Okay, interviews 50 of Biden's cabinet members. So I'm really glad you're doing this right now, so we can all see 17,000, how many?
Okay, wait. It wasn't the Washington Post. What was it? The Wall Street Journal?
That's what I said.
Now you believe what people say, right? Why don't you believe what E. Jean Carroll said? Get fucked. But B, I'm actually not really finding the article here. That's not the article title. Anyone could go online right now. How about
you just look at what I had right there, Dean?
I want to look at it on my screen. Skeptic Unicorn, thank you for the party laser.
Big screen.
You have to tell me what to type in to find that article.
I told you.
No, you didn't. I'll actually show you that real quick.
Even if you put in Wall Street Journal interviews 50 of Biden's panel, whatever, employees, whatever, that worked with him, you're going to see that it'll show you the right one that did, okay?
What was I'm asking you one last time here. What is the name of the article?
Let me pull it up so I can tell you. I don't want to tell you the wrong one.
Also, you said that they interviewed 50 of his cabinet members?
Right here.
Wait. You also said that they interviewed 50 of his cabinet members?
It's right there. Just bring me
You
up
also
with the
said
big
that.
screen so we
One sec. What? Wait, 1 second.
It said 48 to be exact.
Bro, this is fucking AI. This is fucking AI. What are we doing?
It shows you who did it.
No.
Who did the report.
No. Listen, man, I get that you're old, so you likely don't know this.
Dean,
Let me help you out.
That showed you what news channel did.
I get that you're old. Let me hear you out. Let me help you out here. Never fact check reporting. I'm gonna help you out. Never fact check reporting with AI. Never do it. AI is completely unreliable.
Dean, all it did was tell you the.
If you ask AI what Parker Get a Job's real name is, it'll tell you Dean Withers. If you ask AI how many R's there are in the word strawberry, it'll say 2.
And you can ask the question again and check it, and it'll give you the correct answer. So listen.
Let's look at the original reporting from the source to determine what happened.
The source was in the AI overview. You wanted to know the source, right?
Yeah, that's not a source.
Dude, the news channel or whatever company that did this report was in the AI overview, dumb fuck.
Yeah, and that's what I want you to point towards.
That's why I had it up there, but you kicked it back down because you wanted to say it was AI overview when it had the fucking company that did the report in the middle of it.
Okay, just tell me what it is.
If I forgot because it's not right there because you got me confused.
Bro, just go look on your fucking like photo app real quick.
Man, I got hella shit in there. Just pull me up back there and we'll save a lot of time for your viewers. There you go. So look, it says, okay, what? Right there, Wall Street Journal, the first fucking words.
Okay, perfect.
You asshole.
So I want you to go to that actual article, re-screenshot
no,
it.
You go to it, fucker, and educate yourself.
I don't have a Wall Street Journal subscription. Clearly you do,
don't
since you're
need
the one
one to pull
referencing.
up the fucking Google post, dummy.
Actually, you do. Unfortunately, you do. I'll show you.
Why are you lying?
I'll just show you.
How about you just Google search that fucking thing and it will tell you.
Do you see that unfortunately you need a subscription to look at it?
Dean, you could still get the interview about it without having to do that.
Okay, then how do I do that?
Scroll down a little bit further in your Google search.
Bruh, this is the article. Like, listen, how the White House kept functioning with the diminished Biden in charge. That is literally the name of the article at the top of the AI overview. Look,
okay, it says right here, early interview, aides reportedly realized within months of Biden's...
Yeah, listen, bro, I don't trust AI.
You don't trust it was reporting what that said?
Yeah, I don't. AI is not built to be reliable. Journal subscription to read the source, given that it was relevant to why you support